We're at the LA Auto Show and Volkswagen has unveiled the all-new Tiguan. New platform, new technology, a bolder look, updated interior, and more power.
Wow is one word to describe what they've done. Okay, so about a year ago, they introduced the new Tiguan for the European market, and the one we currently have on sale now is a modified version or the long wheelbase version of that product. This new model has nothing to do with the European model at all. It's a new platform and it's developed for the North American market, and I think you're going to be impressed with what they've come with.
Now this is a 5-passenger vehicle now. There's no option of that small third row for North America. I wonder if it even really sold that much with that extra third row anyway.
I think it was 10 to 15% of people bought it. It was about $750 to get it. So I don't think people will miss it because now, of course, they have Atlas that's been updated. So what we're going to do is have a look around. I think you're going to like this.
So this gets a revised powertrain, more power, a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It gets a bump in horsepower, 17 horsepower extra. So it's going from 184 horsepower to 201 horsepower. It's still paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The torque number stays the same at 221 pound-feet. And Volkswagen says that this model is 170 pounds lighter. So they say that they're going to see improved acceleration on this model, but also improved fuel economy numbers, which are not available yet.
Now, because this is built on a different platform than the European model, it has quite a different look. You could say it has ID4 influences to the roundness of it, but I see, and some of you are going to disagree on this big wide air inlet here at the front is very reminiscent of the Porsche Macan. They changed theirs and gave it a very wide look at the front, so I kind of see that a little bit. This is the top model. It has the illuminated light bar across the front and the illuminated logo. That's not available on all trims, but it's nice that you get that if you want it. And on this model, no, there's no fog lights, but you have the driving lights included here. All right, let's go around the side. I'll show you the wheels in the back. So the one you're looking at here is R-Line. That's the top trim, the sportier looking one, and you've got some sportier looking wheels and R down the side. So the wheelbase of this is slightly longer than the last Tiguan. So remember that the Tiguan that's currently sold in the marketplace is the long wheelbase version of the European model. So this is slightly longer than even that trim. However, the overall length of the vehicle is roughly the same. So they have shorter overhangs and a long wheelbase. That means more interior volume. So wheel sizes, 17 inches the base wheel, all the way up to 20-inch wheels, which this one has. And there's 3 new colors, green, gray, and blue. They have fancy names, but you get the drill. So the one we're looking at here has the contrast black, which is high polish or piano black on the outside. You get that around the wheel arches as well. And then the white. So it's a real kind of monochromatic look. Those are just the 2 deviating colors. And just like the front with the new grille, they have this finisher piece across the back that gives you an anchoring feature to the bumper. It makes the bumper look heavier. That's a trick they do to visually make the vehicle look more substantial and planted. Let's have a look. Nope, there are no exhaust pipes again for Tiguan. On the older model, they had faux finishers on the back. This one, they've just gone with a dark element, body color, and then a dark element at the bottom, another valance, and that's what they've done. So there's no exhaust finisher. What you do notice is a side-to-side light bar, and also the crest in the back is illuminated in red. So that looks pretty good. All right, let's check out the inside. That's what I think you're going to be impressed with.
Now, I've got to say, this doesn't look like any Volkswagen I've ever been in. I mean, the Atlas, definitely the refreshed model, looks like it's a little bit more upscale, but still nothing like this new Tiguan. So let's get into the updated technology in here. This comes standard with a 12.9-inch touchscreen. This is the available 15-inch touchscreen. It also has the new updated user face, so it should be quicker than the previous model. The graphics look quite good on it. They're very clear and bright. There's ambient lighting in here, up to 30 colors, and they do come with different themes. So check this out on the dash. We've got kind of a purple look with black on the inside. Now, The 10.25-inch screen for the digital driver display is the newest version that Volkswagen is offering. Let's get into some of the trim pieces. Wood here, you don't typically see that in a Volkswagen. I love this color with the camel. You've got double stitching and piping on this top trim. The seats are quilted. You've got a combo with the gray and the camel interior. And then when you move to this brand new center console, it's double stitching and a leatherette. I mean, they could have gone with hard plastic all along here, but they didn't. Now remember, this is the top trim. We don't know if all of them are going to get it, but looking at the top trim, this is quite beautiful. Now there is a dial at the center console, which is used for volume. You can see that it's come on in purple with black. And then this is also where your drive modes are. You've got a big storage area in here. You've got a nice tray, and then it is fairly deep. So they've done a nice job with storage here. And then the cup holders are here, which are a good size, and a little bit of a storage compartment here. So here is where the wireless charger is. It's a kind of a stand-up version. And then there's also USB-C ports here. So we own a 2024 Volkswagen GTI, and there are some frustrations with that vehicle, especially not having a volume knob. So it's nice to see the Tiguan not only gets a volume knob, but on the steering wheel, you've got real buttons. And then for climate control, yes, it still has the same idea with the HVAC, but overall, it's still easy to reach and to use. Volkswagen also used some different materials in here to avoid smudging. So when you look at the armrest here, it's more of a matte black. And I think that's a good idea because that's where you're going to get a lot of fingerprints opening the vehicle. But I also look at that door handle. It's in a gloss gray. They could have easily done piano black and they didn't. So I think that that's a nice addition. There is some piano black at the center console. It would have been great if they did this in gray, but it is what it is. And it does collect dust and fingerprints. Standard features include a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, and a wireless charger. And then available features, as I mentioned earlier, that 15-inch touchscreen, a head-up display, the 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system that you see in this model, a power liftgate, 12-way power front seats with quilting and a massage feature, ventilated front seats, and heated rear seats. Take a look at this passenger seat on the top trim. So it is power operated, it has a height adjustment, but it also has memory seats. I don't think that I have ever seen that in the compact class, in the non-luxury category. Correct me if I'm wrong and I've missed it somewhere, but I'm pretty good with my specs, and that's impressive that that comes as a feature on the top trim. You've also got this panoramic sunroof with a sunshade, and it opens. So I think that overall Volkswagen has done a nice job with this interior design, using more available premium materials that are on this top trim. And I think whoever gets in here, sits in here, they're really going to feel like they're more actually in a premium vehicle than in a non-luxury vehicle. Now, another big change to this interior is that Volkswagen has moved the traditional shifter now to the steering wheel. So it does free up a lot of space here. For those who did like the traditional shifter, you'll have to get used to this column type shifter that Volkswagen has moved to with the Tiguan.
All right, I'm going to show you the cargo area. They didn't give us any measurements for this in comparison to the existing model, but as we cover compact utilities, this one is really quite big. And underneath, people are going to like this. It has a real spare tire, which is something that we're missing in a lot of vehicles, and nicely finished on the inside as well. Okay, backseat time. Now, as we mentioned off the top, the current model that is on sale has an available third row if you want to purchase that. The take rate was around 10%, so people are going to just move to Atlas if they want more space. But the good news is, we mentioned also it has a longer wheelbase, and this is where you benefit from excellent legroom, good headroom, like really good headroom. You notice the Germans, they can be big, so they build big cars. And back here, you've got some nice features. Now, this is also in other Volkswagen products. You get two little pouches that are sewn into the seat back. That's where you put your smartphone. You get map pockets at the back as well. Also, air vents. You also have heated seats and USB-C connectivity in the back. And I can see on the speaker screen here, this is a Harman Kardon stereo. I wish they had gone with Fender personally. We have the Harman Kardon in our GTI. Not a big fan, but I'll hold off judgment until we actually get a chance to try it out. So back seat for room is excellent. One thing before I go, the seats don't recline and they don't slide because there's no third row.
Now, Volkswagen has prioritized safety with standard IQ Drive Level 2 driver assist technology. Now, there are some things that we don't know yet. Pricing, fuel economy numbers, but we do know that it's going to be going on sale next summer.
I want to know what this top one costs because with all those added luxury features like massaging leather seats and the big screen and all that, it's not going to be cheap, but it'll be interesting. Also, how it drives with 200 horsepower should make it a lot more satisfying. So what do you think of the new Tiguan? I think this is a game changer in the compact class, a premium-like offering. So type below, let us know what you think, and thanks for watching.